Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Roving Minecraft. This was kind of a last minute decision to record a video right now. Like, I only woke up an hour ago and it's like 3 o'clock. And, because I slept in really late, if you couldn't tell by what I just said. But I made a brewing stand. I don't remember if I did that off camera or not. I went and I grabbed another, oh yeah I did off camera. I went and grabbed another blaze rod. And I made a brewing stand and I made a little infinite spring here. Because I'm going to be making some potions. I have no idea how to make glistering melons. Is it like a piece of gold with a melon? Nope. Is it a gold nugget and a melon? Oh, it is. That's what I need to make potions of healing, I think. But in order to do that, I need awkward potions. Did that totally wrong? Let's just make a ton. Oh my god, click faster. Perfect. Alright. My hand. I just got a new mouse and I hate it. How do you... Why can't I get into that? There we go. Okay, I need to fill these with water. Honestly, I've never made a potion before. There we go. There we go, I figured it out. And now I need to go back to this. I need to do this. And I need to get nether wart. Damn it. I need to get nether wart. I need to click on this again, and I need to do this, and this will make awkward potions. Now, while that is brewing, I want to tell you a story. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend about a week ago, and, oh my god, I've never been so embarrassed with my life. We went to a restaurant, Shoeless Joe's to be exact, and we just got some burgers and some, like, an appetizer or whatever. Nothing special, right? And, we thought that the bill was gonna come up to, like, we did it all on our heads, and the bill was gonna be, like, on, like, $40 around that. Ended up being $50, and I ended up only tipping $5, because I'm a jerk, even though the waitress was fine. I only tipped $5. I feel kind of bad about that, but that's not the worst part. Since it came up to $50, I only had $20 in cash, and I was going to just pay with my debit. My debit only had $40 on it, so I did half and half. I got $5 back. I gave her the 20 and she gave me back change, and I paid the rest with my debit. But when she brought the debit machine, just the other day I had deposited my first paycheck, and I guess in my haste to get out of the bank, I had put my debit card where my health card is, and my health card is the same color as my debit card. They're both green. So when she brought out the debit machine, when the waitress brought out the debit machine, I had grabbed my health card instead of my debit card, and I went to put that in the machine, and she's like, oh, that's your health card, and I was like, oh shit. And so I felt like an idiot. So when I put my debit card in and I did all the and I've used debit before, like, my boyfriend was like, have you used debit? And I'm like, yes, I have, I know what I'm doing, it's just, I don't know. And the machine said approved, so I took the card out, and it's like, hand back to waitress, so I did, or server, so I did, and she's like, oh, you have to keep the card in. And, like, I took it out a little bit, and then she said you have to keep it in, so I put it back in. And she's like, oh, well, you have to do that again because you already messed up. And I'm making her come off like a bitch, but she wasn't. She was fine with it. I just felt like an idiot. And I was like, are you kidding me? I totally, it said that it was approved. Usually when it says it's approved, that means I could take it out. And it said hand the machine back to the server, so I thought that I was done. So that machine ended up dying right then and there. The battery died. So she had to go get a different machine, and she brought that. I should be doing something while I'm talking, but I'm not, because it's just freaking brewing. So she went and got a different machine, and I was like, okay. Oh, can I? No, I can't shift click. So I was like, oh, my computer's heating up. So I was like, okay, I have to do it again. And this time I did it right and everything. and she went and brought my change back. I only left her, I left her under, when she brought my change back, it was a $5 bill, and then like $4.75 and change. I left her the $4.75, which is even under 10% of what the bill was, and she probably thought, like, what an idiot. This chick is such an idiot. And I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. But I was also going to see a movie after that, and I was paying for that too, and I wanted enough money to pay for the movie, and I just, it happened like a week ago, and I still feel like an idiot. It happened over a week ago, I think. Yeah, over a week ago. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. It was like the stupidest thing you know those times when you're just so embarrassed about something, and then you keep thinking about it. Can I not stack these? You keep thinking about it, and every time you think about it, it's like, oh my god, why did I do that? Yeah, that's how I feel. So another story while I brew these things. My cat, who is 12 years old, I've talked about this briefly in other videos, but not much. My cat, who is 12 years old, she is pretty fat. Like, she weighs probably close to I don't know, maybe, I don't know how much she weighs, but she's small and she's fat. And she weighs the same amount as my other cat, who is not fat, but he's like twice as big as her. And he's really muscular too, like he's active, and he used to be a stray cat, yada yada yada. And my female cat Jazzy recently got diabetes, and it sucks. Actually, we were going to put her down, and because it was cheaper, but like Mom was gonna, when she started like peeing a lot around the house, which she does sometimes, but like when she's angry she does it, and she was doing that way more than she's ever done before, and it was horrible. And like, I'm still stuffy. I think that's why I'm stuffy, because she's just been peeing so much around the house. And we clean the house, don't get me wrong, like the house is clean. It's just, I guess, after all this time of having a cat peeing, it's just, we need to like tear up the carpets and stuff, right? And I feel so disgusting saying it, like I'm making my house look like a mess, but it's actually not. I mean, there's 4 of us living here, and you'd think that there's like a little kid that lives here, because my little sister, who is 13, messes up the place like she's a 2-year-old kid. Like, there's always, not toys, because she doesn't play with toys anymore, but there's always, if there were toys, if she did play with toys, they'd be everywhere. But she leaves everything everywhere. I mean, I'm one to talk. I have a chair beside me that's completely covered in my stuff, but that's it. I mean, my sister, my mom will clean the bathroom upstairs and it'll be spotless. My sister will use it once and it'll be a mess. There'll be makeup everywhere, like hair in the sink, and like everything's out of its place. It's just bad. Where was I getting about this? Yes, so my house isn't dirty. It's just messy. But we do need a new carpet, because this one has been through a lot of shit. There's like hair dye stains and bleach stains and paint stains, and I don't know. But whenever I'm out of the house, I'm not stuffy anymore. That's why I'm thinking it's my cat. And I never used to, maybe I'm developing allergies, I don't know, but I've never used to be allergic to animals, but I know you can develop allergies, so I'm kind of sad if that is the case. But I should be working on other things while I talk instead of just sitting here. But I think I'm going to start making the health potions. So, what was I saying? Let's make 63 of those. So, my cat, yeah, whatever, back to the point of the story. My cat recently was diagnosed with diabetes, and it was like it was early stage diabetes, so because we knew there was something wrong with her the moment she started peeing everywhere, and she started like meowing, and it was like she'd sit on the stairs and just meow, and she does this normally, like she wants attention, but this time it was different, because instead of being like meow meow meow, it was meow meow, like a really deep, my Audacity little sound thing went crazy when I did that, and it would be like this deep throaty, yes, potion of instant healing, this deep throaty meow that just didn't sound like her, and we were really worried. So that's when we took her to the vet, and yeah, they did a test, and they said it's diabetes, and then they said, but we want to do another test just to make sure, because her blood sugar could be high because of the stress of being in the vet. So they did another test that was really expensive, and putting a cat down costs $300, and that's expensive too. And at this point, you know, we got to a point where we'd spent so much money on her, and at this point, the $300 of putting her down would just be even more money to add to it, whereas the 200 and something, 100, almost 200, something like that, dollars to do another test and to get all her medication together, that would be less than putting her down. So at this point, you know, $600 later, my cat has to be on daily needles. I have to give her a needle because no one else in my family can do it. Twice a day at 10:30, I give her insulin needles. It's really easy, and she's such an amazing cat that there's no problem doing it. Like, once she moved, and that was it. But, I mean, she's so easygoing and so lazy. She doesn't care. But also, once a week, twice a day, on, I think, every Monday. And I've only done this once so far. Like, we went to the vet to learn how to do it, and they did the first one, and they said it would be free, and then they ended up just charging us $40. It was like, what the hell? And, what am I doing? And so, how do you make these better? I don't know if you can. I'll have to look that up. So, they did the first one. We had to prick her in the ear to take her blood, to do the glucometer reading or whatever it's called. And, oh, I'm so stuffy. And, so we did that. They showed us how to do that, and then, you know, 6 hours later, I had to do it myself, and I was so frustrated, because, you know, cats, when you touch their ears twitch, right? It's impossible to hold their ears still, but, after pricking her ears so many times, I felt so bad for her. Like, I had to prick her ear so many times, and I was like, my poor baby, I'm so sorry. We finally got the little bit of blood, and her, this is the crazy part, her blood sugar actually, at the vet, it was down to normal, which makes sense being on the insulin, but it was down to, like, the high end of normal, which, you know, is normal for a cat with diabetes, or for anything with diabetes that, is on insulin at the moment. But, when we took our insulin, you know, after a little while after the insulin and the food, and, like, it had been a while before, since she last had her shot, it was down to 2.2, which is the lowest of normal, which is, you know, a cat without diabetes. I looked it up because I didn't know what these numbers meant, and it turns out, and I saw that, a 2.2 is, like, something you don't want to aim for if you have if you're diabetic. If your cat has diabetes, you don't want it, because I think the numbers are different for humans and cats. So 2.2 is not what you want to aim for when you have diabetes, because it's just normal, and going from that to that is kind of like crazy. Like, how could you do that? So you kind of want to go slowly. But I mean, we've been doing everything that we're told, and she's already showing signs of being non-diabetic, because cats can get rid of diabetes, which is crazy. Cats can get cured of it. So yeah, my cat, I mean, she's still fat. She's already lost weight, though. I mean, she's lost about 1.5 pounds, I'm gonna say. For a cat, a small cat, that's, like, a lot. And, she's still meowing. But I could see, like, maybe it's just irritation. And, but, you know, other than that, she's fine. She's back to herself. She had stopped acting like herself, if you know what I mean. Like, she started, not having the same personality. And you can, that's so easily noticed in animals. And if you've had pets, oh, I need to enchant these still. If you have pets, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, when you can, so if you're close enough to your animal, you can tell when there's something wrong with them. And she was just not acting like herself. And plus with the peeing everywhere and the deep meow, we knew something was wrong. But now she's, you know, well on her way to being better, and I'm so happy. Like, for a week there, I was so miserable because I thought she'd be put down. I mean, I've had this cat for 12 years. When I had my dog put down, it was kind of different because he was old. He was 14, right? And dogs don't live as long as cats. But, I was gonna shove these here. But I mean, we knew it was coming because he was so old. Whereas with Jazzy, my cat, I mean, she's healthy other than the fact that she's a little fat. but I just wasn't expecting her to have to be put down so early, especially since we thought she was fine. So when I was that 1 week, I was just so miserable. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just walking around. That 1 week, I was so miserable and sad. And then to find out now that she's, you know, on her way to recovery, if not already recovered, we had to have her dosage of insulin because it was like, well, we don't want to be overdosing her in insulin. It seems like she's already to the point where she's fine. So yeah, I'm really happy because she's doing a lot better. But anyway, I'm going to really quickly go over and check to see what, how to make, what I could make from these potions. What are they called? Instant health potions. So I'll be right back. Alright, do I have glowstone in this chest? I do. Okay, so these, oops, this with glowstone dust makes potion of healing 2. I really don't know what else I'm gonna need other than healing potions, because like what else am I gonna need? My computer the other day also not crashed, but it yeah, potion of instant health 2. What am I trying to say? It didn't crash. It said my mom was on it, and it had given her a warning saying that. How do you? Oh, I have to put these down, don't I? Giving her a warning saying that the computer was like overheating. And the fan wasn't working, so I called in, and they didn't say it was that big of a deal. But since I slept in today, and so did my mom, we didn't take it in. Like, they just said call tomorrow because the guy that you're looking for will be in tomorrow. We can't do anything about it today because we don't know. We're not the guys that made it. I don't know. They just said, yeah, bring it in tomorrow, because the guy who made it wasn't in, and they said bring it in tomorrow when Alfredo, that's his name, when he is in, because then we'll look at it, he'll look at it then, and he'll be able to help you out more than we can. So they said just call tomorrow and talk to him. I ended up not calling him. I didn't get the warning again. Like, I never saw what it said, and my computer, like, right now I have a warning at the bottom just because I'm using my computer so much right now. I'm doing a lot of things right now. It is getting a little hotter in the back because usually it blows out cold air, but now it's blowing out like warmish air. It's not even hot. It's not even cold. I mean, it's not even, what am I trying to say? It's not even like hot air. It's just kind of not cold like it usually is. But we ended up not bringing it in, and it hasn't given me a problem, so she could have just seen something along those lines where maybe, I don't know, but whatever. I mean, I could be entirely wrong, but I haven't seen anything wrong with it yet, so far so good. But if it happens again, then I'll definitely bring it in. Man, this video has been like me just talking. I don't even know how I'm doing time-wise because I can't see Audacity anymore. Like, I don't know. After this video, I'm probably, well, not after this video, but I'll just, if you guys know of anything else that I should bring, just, you know, because I'm gonna need it, let me know, because I've never done this before without cheating. I did it in creative mode, and that's about it. So if you guys probably know more than I do, and let me know just what kind of potions I am going to need. Like, am I gonna need red regeneration? I don't see why I would. Like, I plan on just going in with a bunch of blocks and, making, like, a little, not a base or anything, but, like, I don't even know. Just let me know if I'm being retarded, I guess. I guess I don't need to farm Enderman anymore. There's really not much I can do, like, I'm nearing the end here, and, literally, and soon I will be able to start a new world, which that's what I decided I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a new world, just because, I think it would be, the easiest. Yeah, this new mouse is pretty shitty. I don't like it. My other mouse my other mouse was double clicking, and if, oh, there's my cat meowing. Jazzy! It's a weird meow. But that's her normal meow. That one is, that's a good sign, because that's not her crazy, weird, deep meow. That's her normal one, which always sounds kind of weird. Jazzy! Come here, baby! Jazzy! Hey, Jazzy! Come here! She doesn't even care about me. If it was my little sister calling her, she'd be like, oh yeah, totally, and just running over. But me, no. Anyway, I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be starting a new world once this is over, just because I think that'll be the best way to go. I could get forests and shit really close to me and whatnot, instead of having to be on this world and going to look for it. I mean, I watched Ko, and I know my favorite thing about Ko is the fact that he's been on the same world since the start. And he started in, what, like alpha stages? I think that's really neat, but I think it would just be easier for me to, why is nothing spawning? Why am I peaceful? I just think it'll be easier for me to, what was I trying to say? I just think it'll be easier for me to, you know, start a new world and go from there, just because it just seems easier. That way I don't have to travel miles away from my spawn. So my other mouse was double clicking, and it was really, whoa, that guy only took one hit. It was really annoying, and when I was building for, you could actually see it in my building submission for BOO. There's a point where I go to break a hole in the wall and I break 2 blocks. And it's like, I didn't say anything about it in the video, but in my head and when I was editing it, I'm like, this stupid mouse. And every time I wanted to pause a video, it would be like, whoa. It would double click and it would just full screen the video, and I would be like, oh my god. I don't watch videos in full screen like normal people do. So, yeah, it was really frustrating. Come here, guy. That was pretty easy. I killed that guy. Like, that was the easiest Enderman I've ever killed. Whew, that was close. So I got a new mouse, and it's wireless, and so far, I am... Oh my god, this guy's aim! So far, I'm not too happy with it, just because, as you can see, I'm going like this a lot. It seems really laggy and really all over the place, and I am not enjoying it thoroughly. But whatever, I mean, it's a mouse. It'll work for me. So, I think I'm gonna be really boring and end this video here, and this video will just be called, like, Stories Number 2 or something. Because, I mean, I've been talking for, like, a half an hour straight. If you guys are liking the stories and, like, whatnot, let me know, because I love talking about my life. I mean, I'm so egotistical like that. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I have no problem. Like, I guess kind of like, if you watch Good Boulder Fist, I mean, his videos pretty much just contain him talking about his... That zombie sounded really close. Talking about his... Where's the zombie? Probably just above me. Like, he talks about his life and whatnot, and his childhood and shit. I mean, I'm like half his age. No, I'm kidding. I'm not half his age. But I am a significant amount younger than him, so... I mean, I have a lot less stories to tell, but I mean, if you guys are enjoying it, I'm more than willing to maybe write down a few things that are worth telling, and then I'll let you guys know about it, whatnot. But, I think I'm going to end this here and get to editing this. Yeah, I'm going to end this here. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.